right. Welcome everyone back. Continuing on with our spring Washington Demon Media Days. Going forward, we're talking to a few members of the Washington boys track team and head coach Steve Roth. And fellas, I know a couple of you have done this before, so I'm gonna do the same thing that I've done for the media days in the past. If you can each start on either side, say your name, say your grade, and then I did this for the girls team too. One, your go-to, you're about to start a race, pre-game or pre-race snack. What are you having right before a big race? That's where we'll start.
Start over there.
Caden Griner, I'm a senior, and probably popcorn.
Josh Anderson, I'm a senior, and I really don't do anything. I got no ritual.
Sawyer Shantz, I'm a senior, and I have Cheez-Its.
I'm Andrew Reese. I'm a senior. Usually some honey or Velveeta crackers.
Okay.
Kale Williams, I'm a senior, and I would say either protein bar or fruit snacks.
I'm Grant Wessler. I'm a senior, and I'd probably say Cheez-Its or fruit snacks.
I'm Tyrese Wright. I'm a senior. I'd say Twizzlers.
Coach Roth, Diet Coke. No soda.
He did that the most like the NFL on NBC intros. I gotta respect that. I'll just start with a kind of a general one, and as many of you can answer this as you'd like. I know a few indoor meets, a few indoor-outdoor meets here with this one at Central College in the spring here. Just how do you feel those have gone? How ready do you guys feel to get things rolling here right away on Thursday with the Steve Roth Relays coming up?
Sorry, you went.
Yeah.
Went.
I felt like we had a pretty good week of racing. Our 4x8's looking really good, so that's a good start.
Yeah, I thought the Central meet went outdoors instead.
Yep.
So that was good. And we saw some good stuff. We got some good halves and a mile and some sprinters. So it was just a makeshift. Most of these guys were all gone. Well, most of them all were gone except Sawyer, I think. So.
Yep.
Yeah, and even the ones before that, I know IATC, and I'm blanking on the first one you guys did, but
we did the IATC meet, which 4x8 was really good. Andrew, talk about that one.
Yeah, that was good. I also did the Iowa games, and Sawyer and I ran the meet at Grinnell. The indoor season, I guess you could call it, has gone really well. I think we're all in a spot that kind of hope to be more in the middle of the season. I think we're all in a better spot than we expected to be at the start of the season.
Yeah, with Caden coming off the state wrestling 4th place, and Kale coming off basketball, making the second round. It's been a little slow for them. And yeah. Josh just got done with his national basketball tournament, so he just got done with that. And baseball guy, track guy, and Sawyer, those kind of guys. So it's gradual. It's gradual to get in, and we're going at it Thursday. You guys can talk about Thursday. I already told you kind of what you're going to do.
I'll even ask, for Caden, Josh, and Kale, not to put you too much on the spot, but from your perspective, how has that been transitioning? I know I feel like I just talked to each of you guys after, wrestling and basketball and all that stuff. Just how has that transition been to get into even just a flow of things with track? Obviously, a different, kind of vibe and practice schedule routines and what have you. Just how has that transition been?
I would say it's been good. We finally won a playoff basketball game, so starting a little later for track, but it's been a good transition. I mean, you do a lot of running in basketball, but it's not even near the same kind of running. So I think myself and all the other basketball guys have been a little slow to start, but I think it's kind of finally coming back. But yeah, I think we're really excited for Thursday, and we're ready now. We're not in the transitioning phase anymore.
Yeah, I put on a couple pounds since wrestling, so trying to just trying to get back in shape a little bit. I mean, wrestling's like, it has a lot of endurance, but it's not the same as track. It's like more, I don't know, wrestling's like hard, and then you have to for a distant guy, you have to use more energy, I feel like, in different places.
Yeah, I mean, wheelchair basketball is a tough sport for your athletes. It's all upper body and it's mostly work on explosiveness. Not really like what's the word?
Endurance.
Endurance. Yeah, it's not endurance. So transitioning from wheelchair basketball to track is obviously like a little harder. But I've been training for an off season, so ready to roll.
And I'll ask for all of you if you want to just go one by one, whoever can start. Just give me one goal for yourselves this season. I know track obviously, can be used for different things, whether, Coach mentioned it, a lot of you guys play other sports, if it's even something for that, or doing well in a particular event, particular meet. What's one goal you guys have for yourselves this season?
Just focusing on having times to work on track and baseball, just getting into baseball season. But also spending time working on track and being able to, stay healthy, doing both, not getting injured.
We know why he's out. He's out for baseball. He's a baseball guy.
Oh, yeah.
And that's
Oh,
great. And that's what we want. We want him to come out and get in shape for baseball.
Yeah.
And we're excited that he's around.
I'd probably say get in shape a little faster than I did last year so I can perform better than I did last year. That's about it for me.
I would say staying healthy. I would say staying healthy. Hopefully break 11 in the 100. I want to get in the 10s. And then just keep getting stronger and faster and holding my weight and not losing too much weight through this season. That's about it.
I'd echo the staying healthy part. I think goal for the mile is 4:25 or school record, which is 4:22. And then state in the 4x8 and the 32.
I'd also like to stay healthy, and my goal is to get the school record in 800.
My goal is PR in my 400 meter and hopefully get a 105 or a little faster than that.
I would say my goal is just to stay in shape and run some hurdles and some 800s.
My goal is this is my senior bunch, and they're great leaders. That's why they're all here. But to make sure that they finish their career at the Big Blue Oval, that's why my goal is to get them all there in some way or another. And that's what we're trying to fit. And we'll try to squeeze them in and out and see how they can do.
How great is it to have such a strong cast of leaders here for just your entire team?
Fantastic. I mean, this is why I do it. I mean, it's because of these guys like this. I mean, I love them all, and then they give everything they got. It's not because of lack of effort, and they all have goals, as you see. So that's good. That's good.
This could be for any of you guys who wants to share. And Coach, I'd like your input on this as well. As someone who on Thursday will be at his first Steve Roth Relays, walk an outsider through just what that's like. How great is it to host a meet that's that big and to be able to perform against some of the best competition across the state on your home track there? Just how great is that going to be on a Thursday?
It's cool. This guy's going in his 50th year of coaching, so yeah, it's. I love this meet. It's probably my favorite meet. Just a lot of good teams, like you said. There's a million teams there. We still run it good enough. And yeah, it's cool to compete against good people and honor him and just run with your buddies and start the year off on a good foot.
It's nice to have a meet that actually runs well and runs on time. And then you got Mike J on top of that, which is awesome. But yeah, great meet.
Coach, any input there? I know you're 50th season.
We take a lot of pride in the way it's ran. It's ran very smooth, and all the workers are so into track and field that they know what's going on, and they come back to us. They want to work for us. That's what's cool. And for these guys to run against, we do something different. The times are against each other, the best times. So they'll be compared with the good kids, 4As and 3 classes and 35 teams. That it goes very smooth, and it's just a top-notch meet.
Does that help for any of you guys to know you get that early meet where you get to see how you kind of stack up even against competition in a higher class to know this is how much I have to improve for? I guess how does that help where you guys know this is how much I have to improve for state and for meets down the road?
I think it's really good to get a good race, like your first race out of the way, kind of, especially at a good meet. And I think it's also nice to have competition that you're not necessarily going to see the rest of the rest of the season. It kind of freshens things up a bit rather than just running against the same guys over and over again. And so I think that takes some pressure off while also just being a good experience for your first meet, and it sets up the rest of the year.
I would agree. I think it's cool to see, like, if you ever go to like state track, or I guess the Drake Relays too, is like you'll see kids that you ran against in Washington, and it's cool to see how, like, you ran race against them, and it's like just to see. I mean, the first meet, they can either go really good or really bad, and it's just how you grow from there. And it's like sometimes you'll see yourself grow from that meet and see these guys you were competing against going far. So it's like it's cool to see.
Is there any pressure felt being the home team with such a big meet, or is
Nah.
it? No, it's all the same.
Pressure on them. We'll do a couple events. I don't think in 50 years I've ever won it. I've never tried to win it. I get to see where they're at the stage of the game, and that's all we try to do is we play all year and try to fit them in for the end of the year. But this relay is pretty special because when we're done, we'll find out where we're at and what we have to do down the road to get a little better.
Obviously being a big senior group here, just describe the culture of this team, maybe how it's grown over your 4 years, and just what makes you guys a close group, and how does that kind of trickle on down to some of the younger guys on the team?
I think it's great that we have a team that all gets along. I don't think there's really no one on our team that can't deal with each other, which is great. There's no problems, so it just helps it go smoothly. And no one's fighting over who's leading. You can just kind of, work together.
They root each other on. That's what's really cool. And we'll run plus 50 guys. We'll run or throw 50 guys Thursday, so the whole team gets to compete.
I want to watch everyone. Coach, I do want to ask you about one guy who isn't here, who I know in the throwing events, one Grayson Hartman who's kind of excelled at the big result at Nike Nationals. Just how proud are you of him, what he's accomplished already in indoor?
Junior. He's just a junior. He's got 2 more years. He's got very, very proud. These guys are too. I mean, they follow him. He's put a lot of work in, and it's what I tell these guys, and they know it. But again, they do their own thing, and he decided just to do his own thing this winter and get ready for the shot, and it's paid off. What you put into it's what you get out of it. He's put a lot of weight room time in and a lot of throwing time in, and we're very proud of him. And he represents Washington like these guys do, but he's still got to wait his turn for his senior year. So it's we're just going to enjoy what he does, and he'll have plenty more accolades, and we're looking for big things from Braden. He's had a great preseason, as we call indoor preseason.
Right.
And most of them have. Even Josh, he's had a preseason already. He got to race once. I know Grant, and I think that's the only 2 that haven't had to be able to compete. Caden, but Caden's been a little wrestling busy. He's been a little busy. So,
Josh, I was going to ask you at state last year, a couple of top 5 finishes in a few events. When you look at that kind of field this year, is that another one of your goals? And it's gone out of my brain because everyone said theirs, but just to improve on your performance at state last year.
I mean, there's always room to improve, and there's great competition out there. Like the kid down in Shenandoah, he's in the top right now, and there's another kid from Bedford. There's going to be good competition out there for me to go against, especially at Drake Relays and state track. And hopefully the Fort Madison and Williamsburg kid come out this Thursday, and then we can also compete together to enjoy what adaptive sports have become over the years and the popularity and everything.
So is that obviously Steve Roth Relays got to be number 1 for you guys? Drake Relays, is that the clear number 2 meet that everyone kind of tries to circle? Any other ones?
I would say state. I like
I guess state too.
Relays too. Yeah.
Demon Relays are good. I would say state. I don't put much pressure on Drake, but I know they have a chance. We'll try to do whatever we can to get them in. Yeah. But if they don't get in, it's not the end of the world. But I think they all love finishing their careers as a senior, finishing their careers on the Big Blue Oval. And then the Demon Relays is a co-ed, which is really well run too, and that's a good meet for us here.
Yeah. Well, I've got 2 fun ones for you to end on. I've asked the other 2 teams we've had tonight, so you can debate amongst yourselves. I'm glad we have such a big group here. This might foster some discussion. The first one, funniest on the team.
Probably Grant or his brother Jack Ray.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Grant's been the funniest for a long time.
Both the Whistler guys, I got it. And then you're on a road trip, maybe on the bus or pre-meet, whatever. Who's got the aux playing tunes?
Like Kale or Josh.
Yeah, Kale or Josh for sure.
I feel like we've been pretty boring on road trips
Yeah.
recently. Everyone just sticks to themselves.
It's a good idea. We're gonna get the speaker on this year.
I was going to say, you can't just have the AirPods in. You kind of
No, yeah, you're right. Actually,
We need to change
When
that.
we're on the
Yeah.
road, I'm normally asleep, so
I don't get to go. I have to take Josh's vehicle. So. I get to
Really?
go by myself.
There you go.
Really?
You can play your own
Really?
tunes.
Plan
Nice
on
and
me?
quiet.
Yeah.
Nice and quiet. Nice and quiet.
Kale, if you're on the aux, what's playing?
depends on the mood. Probably on the way, you have to go with some R&B or like something like that. But on the way home, definitely some like country.
Okay.
I would say, yeah, because it's like you're done with the meet, good vibes. So
Good vibes.
yeah.
Good vibes. Well, Demon Track Team looking for some good vibes. Thursday, they'll already be back at it for outdoors. Steve Roth Relays. Looking forward to that one. And guys, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
you.